Hi, this is Emmanuel Kadri, your regular host on Breaking to Tech, and you are welcome to this video. In this video, under our conditional branching series, I'm going to be discussing with you the use of the else statements in conjunction with the if and the elif statements, or directly with the if statements, as the case may be. All right, so I'm just going to copy the previous code to see how we can use the else statements along with the if and the elif statements. Okay, now let's assume I provided another condition which is still not true. All right, let's assume I provided another condition which is still not true. Definitely it will skip this, and then we would need the use of the else statements. All right, so then we say else. Else is the next thing we use after using the elif, like, okay, after exhausting all the elif alternatives. Okay, the next thing we use is the else statements to see if something else, to provide a final resolve for the situation. Okay, so let's say we have a situation where the third condition is the true one. That is, when we have x being less than y. Okay, good. So we say else. Okay, we don't even need to put x is less than y. I'm sorry about that. The else statement does not need any condition. The if and the elif comes with condition. The else statement comes with a resolution. I was almost carried away. I'm sorry about that. So the else statement comes with a resolution. The if and the elif statement come with condition. All right, so you will never see a condition with the else statements. All right, it just comes directly with a column, and then you provide the command right under it. So let's give Python a final resolution if the two earlier conditions stated happens not to be true. So we can say print y is greater than x. All right, sorry. X, you put the variables away, and then you keep the strings in quotes. All right, and then you use the comma to separate the variable from the quotes. You see, usual practice, we've discussed all this earlier in previous videos. All right, so let's run the program, and then I explain afterwards. So this is it. It gives the last result. We know y was 7 and x was given as 5. All right, so it says 7 is greater than 5. So what happened here is that the first condition, we know that x is 5, y is 7. The first condition says x is greater than y, which is not true. So because the first condition is not true, Python will not run the next command. It goes to check line number 7 to see the alternative branching you give to it. That, okay, fine, the alternative condition rather, you give to the code. That, okay, fine, if the first one is not met, alternatively try this one. And then Python checks again and see that it still didn't work. Then it resolves to this else statement that, okay, fine, if the first condition did not work, the second condition will work, okay, do this for me. All right, so, and then mind you, I'm still reiterating this, that it is not only the print command that we use with the else or the elif or the if statement. We can do anything depending on the stuff that we are trying to achieve. Whatever is it that we are trying to achieve is what tells you the command to use following the if, the elif, or the else statements. Please take note of that as well. All right, so as you can see that Python displayed the results that we expected it to display after the first two conditions were not met. All right, I believe this is clear enough. And then if it is, you can just do a few stuffs and then play with a few things, play around with a few things on your own. Then while you do that, then you meet me in the next video afterwards. Bye.